All right, we should be live. Let me check and see. All right, come good. All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Double honors to our apostle LGMS, rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and its sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh about your mouth shy. We GMS, all right, Memphis and Mississippi camp, and what we want to go into today, all right, is another installment for B Dial Watchmen, because as we know, all right, there's a lot of activity happening, on a daily basis, weekly basis, all right, monthly basis, new things are happening, and we understand that the devil, is plotting and conspiring, all right, against, all right, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because he's conspiring against the planet Earth, to push forward his New World Order agenda. But you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the children of Israel, right, are at the top, of his agenda when it comes to population control, man. When it comes to, all right, destruction, man. And we seeing the setup happening, man. All these things that we see happening, Esau is allowing Jake to loot these stores. Esau is allowing Jake not to do social distance. He's allowing Jake not to, allowing Jake to break curfew. He's allowing these things, man, because he has a bigger agenda on the back end side, man. And one of the things we know, which people ain't even talking about the COVID-19 like that anymore, but we know Esau is not going to let go of that narrative because through the COVID-19, all right, it's a trickle effect, because due to the COVID-19, he can shut the globe down, man, so this fake reopening, that Esau is pushing, we know, he's not finished with their narrative, and he's just setting up, phase 2, so let's get that 2 Corinthians 2:11, and then I'm gonna go into this article, and then we get some more precepts from y'all, brother. Y'all, anybody have anything to say though? Anything to add?
Nah.
All right, come get that 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, and then we'll go into the article.
You want anybody to get it?
Yeah, man, get it. Yeah, just a brother get it.
This 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, but we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, and Satan is talking about the adversary, and Esau, Edom, all right, are the spiritual children of Satan on earth, man. They carry out the bidding of the adversary, Satan, man. And at least they should get advantage. We are not ignorant of his devices, man. We understand how he maneuvers. We understand how he, moves in deception. A lot of things that we see are staged. They're not reality, man. We understand he fakes a paint. He paints a false reality with his media, man. The media is full of illusion, man. But a lot of our people, they're ignorant to save devices, and they're gonna walk straight into the slaughter, man. So as we go into the article, and this is from News Republic, it said Dr. Anthony Fauci says large protests taking places across the country are a perfect setup for spreading the COVID-19. And who is the face of these protests, man? All right, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And said Dr. Anthony Fauci, the head of the National Institute for Allergy and Infectious Diseases, said in a Friday interview on DC-based radio station WTOP, he is concerned that the widespread protests taking place across the country could raise the risk of the new COVID-19 outbreaks as the country seeks to reopen. Every time I hear about or see the congregation of large crowds at a time and geographic area where there is an active infection transmission, I it said it is a perfect setup for the spread of the virus in the sense of creating these blips that might turn into some surges. Fauci said. So I get very concerned. And you notice he said it's a perfect setup, man. You know, because they have set Jake up perfectly, man. They're setting the masses up perfectly, man. Because now, you know, they can unleash a virus that's way more deadly, you know, or they can utilize their 5G um, technology, you know, and say, well, look how many people have been protesting. This is why all these people have gotten sick and all these people have died, man. You see, now they got, you know, something to blame this next surge that can happen, man. You know, and Jake, you know, they can do something and direct it at Jake, you know, and be like, well, you the main one protesting. You wasn't practicing social distancing, man. You know, so Esau is setting himself up. Well, he can do a lot of wickedness, especially, all right, to you Israelites, you Jake, you know. And it says, and if y'all got a precept any time, just let me know. Y'all want to make a comment. It said there certainly is a risk, I would say, that with confidence, when you see the congregation of crowds, he said, particularly in a situation where you have a lot of confusion and a little bit of chaos, people running back and forth, taking their mask off, being in close proximity, that does pose a risk. It says Fauci, who has frequently spoken out about the disproportionate impact of COVID-19 on Black communities, you know, so he's already putting it in the air, man. You know, all right, that this proportionate impact of COVID-19 on Black communities acknowledge the tricky trade-off many protesters are weighing between taking advantage of constitutional rights to demonstrate and possibly heightening the risk of new outbreaks. He said it's a difficult situation. Fauci said we have the right to peaceably demonstrate, and demonstrators are exercising their right. It's important to exercise your constitutional rights to be able to demonstrate, but it's a delicate balance because the reasons for demonstrating are valid, and yet the demonstration itself puts one at an additional risk. You know, so read this one. It said, in addition, the COVID-19 crisis hitting Black communities especially hard. Other health experts have highlighted that police violence disproportionately affecting communities of color is and of itself a public health crisis. He said one in every 1,000 Black men and boys can expect to be killed by police in this country. You see that number gonna go up tremendously. You know,
Yeah,
the time. All right, you bring it out.
This Habakkuk 1, I'm gonna start at 4. Therefore the law is powerless, and the just never goeth forth. For the wicked surrounded the righteous, therefore perverse judgment proceeds.
Yeah, you break it down, bro.
Yeah, like you're saying, hey, they plan on killing more Jakes, man. But it's all a setup, man. You know, because when you go back to that Georgia Guidestone, they trying to reduce the population, man. And how can they do that? About the COVID-19, all right, martial law, you know, through all what's called it, what? I'm trying the diseases, the plague, the pestilence, you know, hey, they gonna get rid of Jake, man, either way they can, man. But it's all through the spirit of power. How about my shot? When you read down to verse 5, it said, look among the heathen and watch. Be utter astounded, for I will work in your day. And this the Lord, man. You have about Shema Shah, man. He working the work through Esau Edom. All right, because what the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. You know, so all these things that's going on, he putting the spirit on Esau to move faster, man. Why? Because this is the time we at the end.
I got a precept to land back on you, bro. This Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
And Jake And Jake, they don't know. You know, Jake see it, but they still in the known, like don't know that Esau setting them up for the kill, man. And like they in a booby trap, you know. But the elect, the men of the Lord, we see it, man. We see it from far. You know, the Lord allow us to have that spirit to see, man. We got the spiritual eye. It's all a setup. But Jake, like goddamn, they don't even know it's a setup, man.
I got a quick one too, huh?
Come on, bring it out, bro.
All right, this Proverbs 14 and 12, it says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Yeah. And see, this Black Lives Matter shit, it seemed right to Jake. It seemed like the right thing to do. But at the end of it, it's going to lead to death, man, because Esau, basically, like you said, he's sticking you in that booby trap, man. He's setting you up for the okie doke, man, so he can hit your ass with the corona or with the vaccine. Mark of the beast. Right.
Yeah, you gonna force one way or another to take it. This, like you said, this second wave is an opportunity that you can't go back to work unless you had a vaccine. You can't go back to work unless you take the mark of the beast. You know, so ultimately Esau setting the stage up for this, man.
Yep. Falling right into the trap, man.
Right. Jake kneeling. You know, all of this, come on, man. They're going to lead you to death, man. The only thing leading you to life and salvation is coming back to the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shah, man.
That's right, bro.
You got
Jake. Who got that loot? Let me get that loot real quick, then we can get it, bro.
I'm holding on deck, bro.
Yeah, bring that loot out.
This Luke chapter 19. He said, start at verse 41.
Yeah.
Come. And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it.
And this is Yahweh Shai, you know. So he's looking at Jerusalem, the people walking around, you know, he's seeing them going about their day to day. And, you know, it said Yahweh Shai wept over it, man, you know, because he had already, he knew what was coming, you know. And then this is why he's finna say what he's finna say, all right, to Israel, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 42, saying, if thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes.
He said they are hid from our people's eyes, man. So the Lord has blinded our people to see, you know, what's coming, right? I'm talking about what's right in front of them, man. Our people are blind as hell, man. But Yahweh Shai, looking at Israel, you gotta understand, Jake Pryor was out there, you know, doing their usual day-to-day, you know, playing, you know, shooting the shit. You know how Jake do. You know, Yahweh Shai looking at him, he knowing 70 AD was finna come. That it was finna get so bad that they were finna be eating their kids, man. It was finna get so bad, you know, that they were gonna have to have the women and children try to fight Roman soldiers, man. You see? Yahweh Shai seen how bad it was finna get, man. They were finna be crucifying Jakes by the thousands, man. You know? Yahweh Shai seen that, man. So he looked, boy, if y'all just had an inkling of a clue what was coming to y'all, man. You know, that's why I said y'all don't see what belongs to y'all peace. And Jake don't see that now. If I was watching RT today, you know, they buried the nigga today, George Floyd, and you had them in DC, and you had Jake down there doing the wobble, man. You know, doing the line dance, man. Not understanding, you know, that Esau Edom is setting up a slaughterhouse for you, man. You know? Because ain't no telling what type of wickedness Esau finna get ready to do, man. What type of propaganda he finna push, man. But we know it's coming, man. You know, and we report it as we see it, man. You know? But you got it, though, bro.
Come, verse 43. For the day shall come upon thee that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round and keep thee in on every side.
Yeah, because while Esau letting y'all loot, letting y'all ride, you know, he's supporting, because you got all these big major companies and corporations supporting Black Lives Matter, man. You know, and they're just to soften you up, Jake. You know, they're just to soften you up while he's steady put all this military equipment around, all right, your neighborhoods, man, around your project, man. Set up different infrastructure, man. You know, to keep you closed in, man. You see, you got it, bro.
Verse 44, and shall lay thee even with the ground,
and shall lay thee even with the ground. Go ahead.
You want me to keep reading out?
Yeah, keep reading, bro.
Come. And shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
Thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. You know, and it ain't nothing you can do carnally to prepare, but you can prepare in the spirit, man. You know, get up under the secret place of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, man. You know, make Yahweh Bashim Al Shai your refuge, man. But our people don't know. So they're going along about their day to day, you know, like as if, you know, things gonna clear up, you know, it's gonna get better, you know, they back, some Jake's back at work, or Jake's still getting that, you know, that big unemployment check, you know. So Jake ain't worried about nothing, man. You see?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a quick one for you to back you up.
All right, come go ahead then. Now you get yours. Dog, you had one too, then.
Gone.
Okay, come yeah.
This Luke 23 and 28. When Yahweh Shai turned to them, said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For indeed, in the days are coming in which they will say, blessed are the virgin womb that never bore, and breasts which never nursed. Then they will begin to say in the mountain, fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. When they do these things in the green wood, what will it be done in the dry?"
And that happened back in 70 AD, and it's gonna happen again, man.
Yeah.
You know, the big time is gonna be worse because these Romans got way more technology, man. You know, they got way more advanced weaponry than they had back then, man. You know, and for the women, all right, that's not part of the elect, you know, they had children in that day, man, it's gonna be super bad on them, man. All right, a lot of them gonna see their kids just devour. You know, some of them gonna have to eat their kids, man. You know, and it's gonna be hard to be on the move when you got them kids, man, and you ain't got no hedge from your house by Shema Shai. You know, you gonna be in more straits, man. You know. Oh, you got it now.
Can you go with the line back on that Luke, about that peace? This Psalms 35 and 20. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land.
Read again, bro.
Psalms 35 and 20. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land.
Yeah, it said they devise, you know, iniquity against those that are quiet in the land, man. You know, because Jake really only terrible to himself, man. Jake not coming out to Esau neighborhood, man, and doing nothing, man. You know, Jake ain't waging war against Esau, man. You know, which they pushing that propaganda now. You know, which we're gonna get into this. But see, Esau, all right, he just got that perpetual hatred, man. He just can't let Jake be. Cause Jake, you know what I say, Jake really just wanted to kill, man. You know, but Esau, he forcing Jake to get roused up, man, just so he can bring his sword, man. Cause that's the end game what Esau want to do, man. You know, he just want to go in the extermination mode on Jake, man. And Jake falling for all the bait, man. You know, he following the breadcrumbs right to that sword, man. You know, you got
this peace thing just a distraction, you know. It's just a distraction because it was a piece of safety to sell a destruction, man. And he just made peace to make like everybody one, come together as one, you know, by the new order.
You still had Joe Kadar?
God, I got it. I'm finna read it right now.
I'm about to
this is 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their work. So Esau is making it seem like he's on your side. You know, the whole time he preparing to slaughter y'all dumbass, man.
And then it says his ministry.
You know, in that Black Lives Matter movement, that shit.
You got it, bro. You finished?
You know, the Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I was gonna say the Black Lives Matter shit was compromised because you know that I believe that stuff was funded by George Soros and the Clintons. So you know, it
Yeah,
ain't you know that's just funded by the elites to
Mm-hmm.
rouse Jake up.
Yo, hey, he just can't see. We see on the news. He come with a beard that say "Black is beauty."
Like a video con.
You know.
I couldn't hear you all. What you say?
Not just say we were watching the news. He come out with like a beer product that saying "Black is beauty."
Oh, okay, Slock, yeah.
You good?
I got a precept up.
I think Ayash screen is frozen.
Yeah, con.
He saw it. Yeah, them brothers. Yeah, he froze.
He froze. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
yeah, you know how I do. Sometimes we try to share the screen. What you was saying, Kodar? Kodar, you still there, bro?
I'm here.
Yeah. Oh, and just to land back, you know, on what you were saying, you know, and it said it ain't a surprise if his ministers are transformed, you know, to angels of righteousness, man. You know, 'cause the angel is a what? A messenger, you know, and how does each of the elite speak? All right, Jake, man, through politicians, you know, through entertainers, like I say, through Black Lives Matter movement. Those are all ministers of Esau, Edom, Satan, man. You know, and they transform as if they for you, man. As if they for your cause, man. Now Amazon is behind Black Lives Matter, man. You know, and
Yeah.
get the hell out of here, man. You know, Amazon don't give a damn about you, man. Adidas don't give a damn about you, man. Jordan, all right, he told you them shoes won't for you niggas, man. You know, but you niggas, soon as they say something good, all right, you fall in love with them niggas, man. You know, and they lead you straight to the store. I'm trying to get this article, but you go ahead and get
Say
your
to please the poor.
what'd you say, bro?
I said scripture say they shall seek to please the poor.
Yep.
But a lot of
But
celebrities coming out too with it too. Those are leaders of these people cost them their hair.
yep. Who you had one collab?
Con, I got
Yeah,
one, bro.
precept out.
This Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
I think y'all froze.
Yep, because you had you know, asking Joe Biden to save them, man. You know, Jake asking Joe Biden to save them, man. Like he had some type of power to save, man. You know? So at the end of the day, our people they do anything except return to Yahweh by shot. They'll praise any nigga except Yahweh shot, man.
Yeah.
You know? And they're just the mind of Jake, man. You know, the majority of our people, man. You know, that's why the Lord is only dealing with that remnant, man. You know? You had one y'all can know.
Yeah, Con. This Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16. It said, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yeah, Esau, hey, that's the devil, man. You know, he hitting Jake with that Black Lives Matter like he really care for the setup. You know?
It's fire with blood, man.
Right.
You want to say it was smoother than butter?
Right. He setting Jake up, man.
So
And Esau,
Yeah. Who ain't gonna catch Jake off guard, man? Jake gonna be feeling so shitty once they realize.
hold on,
I'm saying that's why the scripture say,
everybody.
who shall bear a charmer? Who is bigger?
That was it. That's the one.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause we telling Jake week in and week out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this so-called white man is the devil. All right, your true power is how about Shema shot. You know, we tell him to get right, you know, repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Here it is, Jake still want to, you know what I'm saying, scoff, you know, mock at the prophets, you know what I'm saying, despise the word, throw it behind their back, you know, disregard what we say, you know, but at the end, guess what? Who gonna put in that charm when he is bitten by Esau, man? Which is the serpent. Right? We ain't gonna be like, oh, it's all right. No. We told you, man. You know, through the spirit, probably how about my shot, we told you. Now it's your fault, man. The blood is off our hands, man. We did what the Lord told us to do. I mean, what? To go out and warn the people. You know? Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna jump.
Same chapter too.
Yeah, y'all get up in the read.
I was just gonna jump up and go ahead and get verse 10. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right, and this business from the God, man.
Yep.
You know, Esau Edom, he had a natural born enemy, man. You know.
It said, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yep, like they always say in the word, everything glitter ain't gold. Yep. You know, and you can look upon Esau for that, man.
Yeah, you know, act like Esau done changed. Like he ain't the same devil that was hanging Jake off the trees. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because we can eat together, we can drink water together, we can share the same bathroom together. Nah, he good to go.
Right, now he okay because he let you, like you say, eat with him, go in the restaurants with him, you know what I'm saying? Do all this little shit. And you think you can vote now, you know? Jake think it's all good, man. Esau still ain't changed, man. He's still the wicked, man. Yep. That was it, though.
Come, brother. I think I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna read this article. I ain't gonna share it because I don't want to reset it again. But yeah, I'm gonna read this article going into the Black Lives Matter. This nigga in Chicago, you know, called himself waging war on the police, man. All right, setting Jacob, you know, for a horrible outcome, man. You know, so I'm gonna read it. Whatever, if y'all brothers have something, just stop me, and or have a point, just let me know. I'm gonna just read through. Now this is from the dailymail.com. All right, and it says exclusive. All right, and it says we prepare to stop these murders by any means necessary, and that was the same quote. All right, that Malcolm X used. Man. You know, Esau be using, you know, these cult of personality to get Jake roused up, man. You know, it says it said Black Lives Leader declares war on police as group is training our people to defend our communities and Black Panther style armed patrols. You know, so they try and bring back that black all over, man. Esau, the other one, you know, of our brethren, man. You know, you go to the word accuser. All right, it means when you go into the Greek, katerigo, which goes into category, So it says a Black Lives Matter leader has declared war on the police and plans to release a blueprint for change that involves Black Panther-style armed patrols monitoring the behavior of officers on the streets. Daily Mail TV can reveal. So he's talking about, he gonna roll out a blueprint where Jake gonna patrol, the police as they patrol, man. Horrible idea, man. If they getting shot for selling cigarettes, you think they finna let Jake patrol their neighborhood armed? Most of these niggas felons, who you gonna get to patrol, man? Out of the whole project, you might have 3-4 niggas that ain't felons, man.
Right.
And then New York and Chicago, I know ain't gonna be out there with arms, it's some Black Lives Matter, great York chapter, Black rights. The group is mobilizing. It's based. What you say, bro?
They're trying breaking up, huh?
They breaking up.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking, is it breaking up when I'm reading the article?
You clear now. It was though. You good though?
Yeah. I might I'm gonna pull an article up on the phone. I think it's when I go to their page. I'm gonna pull the article up on the phone though. All right, I'm gonna go back into the article. It said Hawk Newsom, chairman of Black Lives Matter Greater New York chapter, says the Black rights group is mobilizing its base and aims to develop a highly trained military armed to challenge police brutality head on. In an exclusive interview, Newsom said the Black Lives Matter movement has marched for years to wake people up to the realities of police brutality and oppression. And he believes that since the tragic death of George Floyd, who died after his neck was pinned under the knee of white police officer Derek Chauvin during an arrest on Memorial Day in Minneapolis, people have finally awoken. He said, it's our obligation, it's our duty to provide people with a pathway forward, he said. He said, we want liberation. We want the power to determine our own destiny. We want freedom from an oppressive government, and we want to intimidate. And we want the immediate end of government-sanctioned murder by the police, and we prepare to stop these government-sanctioned murders by any means necessary. So you see, Jake thinks that he has some type of power that he's going to use the Second Amendment to stop Esau Edom, from oppressing them, man. Which is crazy as hell, man. If it was that easy, we would have been out of here, man.
I got a precept.
You got it, bro.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22 and verse 29. It says, the people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully.
Break it down.
When you go into that word stranger in the Hebrew, is Gar, meaning Israelite foreigner. Okay, so 2/3 of our people, they trust in oppression because they don't know who their enemy is and they don't know who their power is. So when you see them doing these protests, you know, they don't understand that they are set up. Black Lives Matter is set up by George Soros, you know, and all these uh, uh, leaders that pose to be their own people, like it say, wicked men. For among my people are found wicked men. That's talking about 2/3 of our own people. You got individuals that set up like Grandmaster
Yeah.
Jay and so forth and so on. You know, you always had different Israelite leaders, okay, which they were heathens because you only really an Israelite, you know, if you're the Israel of the Most High, man. You know, but the point being, they don't understand that they are being oppressed, okay, through you know, they got this so-called First Amendment right to go out and protest. Well, that's all set up. That's all a trap for them, you know.
Yeah.
They think they're gonna use
I
their
got a
second
precept.
amendment, you know, because Jake got the right to bear arms. But I'm saying most of these niggas are already feelings, man. So you gonna get Jake threw away, you know? Talking about he gonna train Jake to patrol the neighborhoods, man. Come on, man. Niggas is never organized, you know? Say,
And you got that nigga that's supposed to be the leader of the Black Lives Matter movement. He came out about a week ago. I think it was June 3rd. It was an article came up about him saying they gonna by any means necessary they gonna get justice by any means necessary. Now he pushing the masses of Jake, you know, to be violent, you know, and go and get guns, you know. So when you look at the sales, one of the brothers was bringing it out. I've been watching so many brothers, I can't keep up with who said what, Salakia, but one of the brothers was going into, I believe it was the elder out in Vegas, was going into how the gun sales are at a record high, even from like a week ago or something, you know, a month ago. So I was in the store this morning, man. Two Jakes back to back brought brass knuckles, man. So you know what I'm saying? And Jake was into it with the Ishmael in the store. As he's walking out with the brass knuckles, I'm like, shit, this shit finna be chaotic as hell in a minute, man. You finna be seeing Jake fighting, just going on your leisure time to go pick up groceries or something. Jake finna be whooping somebody's ass, man.
Right.
Jay didn't get the brass knuckles, dude.
Jay got two Jakes back to back about the brass knuckles.
Jay think he on this is colors, goddamn. Yeah,
Tell him I gotta
Big thing he ain't cranked yourself out of it.
God damn. Finish. And the brother get Psalm 44 and I believe 5. Any other brother had?
I had some up.
Okay, come y'all bring y'all out there. I get it out to y'all.
Con, I had a precept.
You can go let me know.
All right, the water. This real quick, bro. This 2 Corinthians 10:4, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." Man. You know, so we got spiritual weapons. What the hell Jake look like, man? Getting brass knuckles, man, and guns and all this carnal shit, man. You know, they ain't gonna do no good in that day, man. He still gonna get mowed down, man. If you ain't got the spirit of how about Shema Shah with you, then you through.
And then a gun ain't gonna protect you from the family.
I got a precept to back you up.
They talking about a gun, but the gun not gonna protect you from a family, man.
Right.
The gun not gonna protect you from these viruses that Esau gonna let loose, man, or the Most High gonna put out there directly, man. You know, Jay be thinking.
You remember that nigga that had the don't stop him, man? He figured he had everything figured out. You know, Nah, I got something to stop him from coming in. We got the dose. Nigga,
Your
Esau,
house through the whole tank coming through your house. Like, Jake
simple, man. Jake simple, man.
Man,
Hey, you
Esau
got
just blow your whole damn house up. Fuck your door
Just blow
stopper.
the whole house up, man.
I'm talking about rush clean through that mother.
and everything be through just the dope stopper left. You got to You can hear me, Kodar. You can hear me.
This is Genesis 27. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You hear me?
Con, you good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is Genesis 27:40. It's talking about Esau. Genesis 27:40. About a sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck. So the sword is Esau blessed. Why the hell would Jake try to fight him with his own blessing?
Right.
And I got a precept to back that up. This is Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But this counsel is not of men; it's of the Most High. That's why all the movements like the Black Panther and all the moves that came before and after it was coming to naught. That shit. Esau infiltrated it, but this truth, Esau can't infiltrate this stuff, man, because this is of the Most High. And the Black Lives Matter, the Most High wasn't with it, so the Most High allowed it to go down, man.
God. If I add to that, because King David even said, "I would not trust in my bow."
Con,
You got it.
I got it. This is Psalm 44.
Some for come.
Con. I'm reading. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 44. I'll start at verse 5. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me.
So Jake, it could, man. The sword ain't the answer, man. You niggas gonna go get all these guns, but you niggas still gonna call on Jesus. You niggas still gonna be under the title black. You niggas still gonna be committing adultery. You niggas still gonna be celebrating Easter. So what's the point of getting all these guns, man, when you won't repent, man? That's the most powerful thing you can do in this beast system is repent, man. And come under the obedience of Yahweh Shai through faith in Yahweh, man. Because the reason why the Lord is causing these prophecies to happen is for the elect's sake, man. We understand these are chess moves by Yahweh Shai. All right, and he has a plan to deliver his elect, man. And when it's time to get when it's time to get violent, the Lord, all right, gonna lift a standard, man. Because it's gonna be so bad out here, man. A gun is gonna be a light thing, man. It's gonna be so much weaponry out here, man. The AK and the 40, that's gonna be irrelevant compared to what Esau Edom finna pull out, man. What that Jeremiah 16:16? That brother get that real quick. You had some Anna?
Yeah, I had some.
Yeah, go ahead, get yours, then brother, get Jeremiah 16:16.
Okay, this Psalms 28:3. It said, "Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts." It say, keep going. It say, "Give them according to their deeds and according to their wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands. Weigh them to them that deserve, because they regard not the works of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, nor the operation of his hands. He shall destroy them and not build them up."
Mm-hmm. And our people completely reject Yahweh Shai and his power, his protection, and lean up on their own protection, man. And it's gonna turn out horrible, man. Hey, as the scripture says, it's the worst time ever. That prophecy got to be fulfilled, man. The worst time ever since the earth was, and we in the that to be fulfilled, man. And Jake is gonna be the main victim, in the beginning of it, man. You know,
Got precept, Bob.
get that Jeremiah 16:16, then we get to what we're talking about.
I got it.
Bring it up.
It's Jeremiah 16:16. It says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them."
Yeah,
And
so
after,
the Lord sent fishers first, man, and we still in the process of fishing. That's why we still have these YouTube channels and these platforms. It's the fish. That's the season we in. See, Jake jumping the gun. He out of season, man. You see, Jake jumping out there with no protection, with no hedge. You know, I ain't thinking about repenting, and he gonna get mowed down. You know,
yeah,
he don't understand we still in fishing season, man. Fishing for the elect, man. Edifying the elect. That's the time that we in is teaching, man. We in the time, all right, to go heads up with Esau Edom, man. You know, when the scripture gonna tell you when, go ahead.
it says, "And after will I send for many hunters,
Yep.
and they and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks."
They gonna send for hunters after, all right, we finish fishing, man. And we still fishing. And when we become hunters, man, it ain't gonna be with rifles and 30-06 and bow and arrows, man. You know, the Lord gonna make the creature a weapon. You know what the scriptures say in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. You know what you got talking about?
Hey, I got two now. Just to back up what you were saying about that great tribulation. I'm just gonna get that precept, and then
Okay,
I got another one. This Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So that time hadn't happened yet, you know, but we getting into the thickening of the plot, you know, we getting into the climax of the time that this being prophesied right here, man. You know, everything is being set up like the title of the lesson, you know, and ultimately the ultimate conspirer of these events is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But see, because Jake don't know who his enemy is, all right, because the Most High got the enemy and him in the trick bag. See, Esau Edom is the ultimate wicked, but Jake follow after his ways and trust in oppression, so he gonna be destroyed right along with him. So this is the book of back in Habakkuk, the first chapter. I'm gonna jump down to verses 13 and 13
and then
through 15.
like you said, it's gonna be the worst time ever. Like that, Jake don't know how bad it's gonna be. It's gonna be so much stuff happening that Jake ain't never heard before in his life. You know, it's gonna be things happening that we didn't even expect, because you know we prophesy in part. You know, we know in part, we prophesy in part. We know it's gonna be a famine, but we don't know how this is gonna be real time. You know, when people are so hungry they're eating cannibalism. You know, it's gonna be race. We don't know how bad it's gonna be real time. You know, and since we don't know that, we get the full mercy of Yahweh. You see, he only one that can prepare you for what's to come is someone who already knows everything before it happens, man. Esau don't know everything; he only knows part. You see, he finna get overwhelmed with judgment, man. You know, this ain't finna be a shootout. Jake think it's just gonna be a shootout, like you know when he get to shoot with Man and Baby for the next street, man. You know, this finna be way worse than that, man. You know, you got it, bro.
And that's why I always say knowing is half the battle. That's why we know where to invest our energy. That we doing everything that we can within our power to make sure when that time do come that we cover by the arms of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by his wings, by the wings of salvation, man.
right.
But I'm jumping here to Habakkuk 1, right? This verse 13 through 15. It says, Thou art of pure eyes than to behold evil. Talking about the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and say, and canst not look on iniquity. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth the man that is more righteous than he? So the reason why the Most High is watching this, because it's his plan. See, just as he's gathering the elect on the right hand side, he rounding up the wicked on the left hand side to destroy them. See, this verse 14, it says, it's talking about the wicked, and make his men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things that have no ruler over them. See, as we fishing for the elect on the right hand side, the Most High got the wicked on the left hand side, fishing for 2/3 of our people to catch them up, man. See, because the judgment, yeah, to round them up. It's that's why I say the harvest is ripe. Roughly paraphrases in Joel, thrust ye in the sickle and reap, man. Okay, because the angels working on both sides, working on the mind of the wicked and on the minds of the men of the Lord to keep going out here. You know, though we be in the midst, right? See, like when we be going out and preaching, you be having the Black Lives Matter shit getting set up. You know, last Saturday we going out preaching the word to gather up the elect. You know, for the last couple Saturdays, actually, as we getting ready to close out, them niggas getting ready to set up. You see, so it's heavy spirits being poured out upon the earth on the right hand and the left hand side, because ultimately the conspiracy is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
But I got one.
If I just make this point before we get started, you know, and that's why it's important, you know, brothers, be careful how you move, man, because the Lord is making a separation, because He's separating these niggas for judgment, man. You know, just to bag up what the brother, you know, Tazamach saying, the Lord separate these niggas, He move on these niggas, man. You know, brothers, be careful, you know, how you move, man. You know, don't be too mingled in with these people, man. The Lord, the core team was for us to really sit back and reflect what was going on, man, to get us in the habit of being away from these people, man. You know,
yep.
The Lord finna move in the earth, man. You know,
yep.
Right.
They talking about social distancing. Well, it's spiritual distancing going on, man, because the Lord closing the doors of mercy and the doors of the ark, man. You know. Let me finish this last verse, and then y'all brothers got it. This verse 15, Habakkuk 1 and 15. It says they take up all of them with the angle. You know what I'm saying? See, them different anti-fascists and Black Lives Matter, and you know everything you see going on. That's the angle of the enemy, man. You know, they getting you caught up with these different outlets trying to obtain peace, safety, and justice and righteousness, man. But they don't have a way out for you. You know, ultimately it's a trick, you know, to get you caught up, because the Lord, He told us, hey, we was gonna trust in our enemy and we was gonna go to Him for want and need of all things.
That's right.
Unless we turn back and repent it and hearken unto His words, man. It says, they catch them in their net and gather them in their drag. Therefore they rejoice and are glad. See, they happy that they can go out here in the streets and loot and riot and put up signs and Molotov cocktail police cars, man. When have you ever known the police to just sit there and watch Jake tear up their shit, man? Come on, man.
Yeah, they ready to break out Billy Club across Jake's head, man, for doing some shit like that, man.
Yep. Yep.
I got a quick one, bro.
You got it. I'm done.
All right, this Proverbs 16 and 4. It says, the Lord have made all things for Himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 5. It says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join their hand, he shall not be unpunished.
Yeah.
Hey, they ain't going no punishment, man. That's why the Lord say, every not the oppressor and choose not his ways. And what you see Jake doing, choosing all Esau ways.
Right.
Wherever Esau throw out in the meter, what Jake do, believe it. Jake eat it up. You know, but not trusting in Yahweh Shema Shah, not returning to the law, statutes, and commandments. Jake got a Bible right on his stand. He ain't even got sense to open it. You know, but here it is. Esau say anything, they just go with it.
Right.
You know, that's why I say my people be destroyed for lack of knowledge. Why? Because one, they don't consider. They don't even consider the time that we're in, man. We live in some beautiful time. Also, we live in the evil times, man. Right. Because Jacob trouble, hey, it's on the way, man.
Right.
You know?
I got a precept.
You got it, bro.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Yeah.
The strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh is his treasure.
Yeah.
And we see that playing out real time, man. Because even the simple thing, knowing not to go down to them damn protests, man. You know, we're being guided by wisdom, man. You know, that's wisdom being stable to us, man. Understanding that the Lord already talked about these things, man. That's what keeps us stable. See, when something happened and you never heard it before, and things keep happening, things that you never heard before, then you're gonna be very unstable, man. You know, when you start losing jobs and plants start shutting down, and you know they start doing checkpoints, you never heard these things before. You're gonna be unstable, man. That's why brothers keep reiterating the same thing, because we rehearsing, man, for what's to come, man. You know, it sounds redundant, you know, but that's the Lord preparing us for what's to come, man. So when we see these things, you know, bug out, man. You know, it's just like shooting free throws all day, man. So in the game, when it's time to shoot a free throw, you know, you already had that script, man. You know, it's natural, man. You know, you just get up to the line and shoot, you know. But Jake finna just be out here unstable as hell, man. Finna make a lot of impulsive decisions, gonna get him and everybody around him killed, man.
Yep.
You know? Anybody else had something, bro?
Nah.
I had a point.
You bring it out with Doc.
I was gonna say it's better to be expect to hit coming than to be blindsided.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Jake gonna be loose as hell.
Like when you're playing football.
Yep. I got a couple of comment boards. This is the brother GMS. It's GMS Gabar Adams. I mean Salaka GMS Gabar Adama 01. It's Proverbs 14 and 15. It said the simple believe of every word, the prudent man look well to his going. And Jake's simple as hell. They believe every word, man. You know, hey, they're being guided by the news. It's Jake. You know, their instruction comes from the news or Facebook meme. You know, that's Jake's instruction, man. Believe everything, man, and it's gonna lead them straight to their sword, man. You know, hey, like you said, Tyler, it's the Lord is doing two things. Either he leads you to salvation or he lead you to their sword, man. You know, and we can see, and the Lord, it's a beautiful thing to be rooted in Yahweh Shai now, because we in the press box just looking at everything, man. You know, the view we got, we in the press box just looking at it, man. You see? And it said, this is another one from the brother, the kingdom is within. You know, Shalom to all you Akim on the comment board. And then it's a spirit, the apostle Ariam Live. The apostle Ariam Live was doing the lesson going into they can't see they being set up. You know, he was going live at the same time we were going live, man. You know? It says this Proverbs 23. It says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. You know, so Jake constantly passing on, and they going straight, you know, to that punishment, man. Jake don't consider nothing, man. So you mean to tell me all these major corporations are with Black Lives Matter, but they won't fix a street in your neighborhood. You know,
Yeah.
they got you. You got the worst grocery store, but here it is, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, who makes goddamn damn near $20-30 million an hour. You know, and you can't get a new school in the hood, man. You know, but
Right.
all the whole world is behind your movement, man. Simple as hell, man. Jake don't consider nothing. And then my nigga, he gonna teach the hood how to patrol itself, man. You know,
Right.
like I say, them niggas were felons. How you gonna go to war? How you gonna go to war with the police on unemployment? You nigga get unemployment check, but you finna wage a war.
Right.
Know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
a quick precept, Bob.
Yeah, bro.
This Proverbs 1:22. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah,
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge."
yeah. Simple as hell, man.
Jake simple as hell, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what the Lord call?
Huh?
I said, what did the Lord call him? Can I get that
Oh,
real quick?
I got one too, Op.
Yeah, silent chill. Yeah, you got it,
Hey,
bro.
I have it right here. This Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are scholars' children, and they have none understanding.
Yep.
Hey, the Lord just called his people stupid. You know, 2/3. They stupid, simple, man.
Right.
You know, it said they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Yep.
You know.
That's why Jake wise to go down to protest. You know, because they wise to do evil. They're not wise to do the righteous thing, which is come out and listen to the prophets. You know, or seek the Lord while he may be found. Jake ain't wise to do that. Right. You know, they're wise to do evil, man.
You gotta think too, man. How many years niggas been marching, man, and ain't got nowhere? If you would have thought after in 2020, man, Jake would have gave up marching, man. You know, but then you got Israelite groups out here saying they lead the movement. They doing the same shit. You out here marching, man. Marching for justice. Come on, man.
Somebody gotta play their part, though, man. You know? Like, we just gonna keep playing eyes, man. If you Israelite groups want to go out there on ground zero, you know, you want to be in the trenches and you want to be involved in the corner Super Bowl, you know, go for it. You know, we're gonna stay spiritual and edify the elect, man. You know, another brother had something.
Yeah, I got one, Op.
Okay, come on, you got it.
I got one more.
Just to back up the brother, the kingdom is within. His precept. This is Ecclesiastes 8, verses 5-8. It said, "Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment."
Come, and part of the commandment, by the state, part of the commandment is also the law of faith, man. You know, it's a law to have faith in Yahushua. You see, and we obedient and we rehearse the righteous act to the best of our ability, but it start with the law of faith. But it says, "He that keep the commandments should not fear evil thing," man. You know, and the Lord, He giving us that spirit to be calm in these times, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, "Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him."
Yep.
Because Jake ain't discerning the times. You see, so because right now they out there doing the Cupid shuffle with the National Guard, but next week they're gonna be doing finishing moves from Mortal Kombat off their ass, man.
Right.
They don't understand what time it is. They think this is a big time to go out and be historical. You know, make a have a voice. You know, go out here and have a voice.
You gonna be historical, guys. Oh, you going to history, guys, man. Just believe you think that, man. And see, Jake think that he's gonna read this. Jake think they kids gonna read about this in history class 20 years from now.
Yo,
No,
hey,
hey, nah.
hey, I got something really quick.
You got it, bro.
This the book
Hey,
of
can,
Second.
can I finish? Can I finish real quick, bro? Can I
Oh,
finish? I got a little bit
yeah.
more.
Like it.
This I'm gonna pick back up at 6 and I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna read all the way through it. It says, because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him, for he knoweth not that which shall be. For who can tell him when it shall be?
Jake don't listen, so who can tell him? You know, Jake know every goddamn thing. You try to tell Jake, "No, I've been to that." You know, all right, bet. You got that.
One more.
Yeah,
This verse
no.
8. It says, there is no man that has power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given in it.
Damn.
That's it right there, man.
It said there's no discharge for war.
Yeah, it said there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it.
Oh yeah, you just gonna have to be out there. Yeah, hey, this what you wanted, you know, like Jake Bowles. Now you be seeing Jake walk up to the SWAT teams, you know,
Right.
like he gonna whoop everybody, you know. See, Jake ain't gonna understand. Jake don't even know. Hey, you gonna walk out there one day, ain't gonna be no SWAT team, gonna be them Gerber troops, and they don't know English, you know.
Right.
All they gonna know is hammer time. You know, you just gonna be in the center. You know, because they get paid by the mercenary. You just gonna be in the center. You know, all that playing. You know, Jake Crumpin in front of the SWAT team, all that old crazy shit.
Yeah, I seen that shit out.
Hey,
they playing, man.
Hey, y'all.
You got it, bro.
Hey, look, hey, we were leaving Nashville Sunday, right?
Oh yeah.
This Jake, he was just sitting on this car. You know, I think he like just smoking a cigarette or something. But when we came out putting our bags in the trunk and shit, Jake hopped on a goddamn car and started disrespecting the police.
Yeah.
Like we were gonna try to help him or something.
Yeah. He thought we was gonna egg him on.
He thought we were with him. Like, hell nah, we put our bags in the car, hey, we saluted the brother, hey, it's time to go, goddamn. Jake on his own.
Yeah.
The boy thought we were gonna start bugging the system with him. Like, hell nah.
I felt like it was a setup too, man, because it was just mighty funny how he was just a lone nigga sitting out there, you know, by himself, and then all of a sudden we walk up, and then now he wanted to start getting live and start trying to. It felt real weird because once we got in the car, the nigga got out. He got off the top of his car and just
hopped in the car and lit up
and started smoking the blunt, man. Act like nothing happened. So, hey, man.
Check it through, man. Hell nah, we ain't with you. We ain't on that.
Yeah, it's a lot of provoking, you know, going on. You know, you gotta ask yourself, man. You know, when the hell, you know, the Esau, you know, allow niggas, you know, to loot, you know, allow niggas. I'm talking about Walmart. They done knocked the automatic doors out the hinges. That bitch look like a horn, you know, and Jake in and out that bitch like assembly line, man. You know, you gotta ask yourself, man. You know, so we understand these things are being allowed just so they can build a case against these niggas, man. You know.
Hey, also, Salaki, I just gonna say also, you know, it's the process of them crashing the dollar, crashing the economy. See, a lot of these companies, you know they insured, they insured up, so they're gonna get it back anyway, you know.
Right. They don't give a damn. Yeah, they were losing money anyway with the quarantine and all that shit going on with the coronavirus. Well, nobody really out and about like that, man. They just open things up.
Yeah, they weren't buying no TVs.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, microwaves and stuff like that. They weren't buying that shit. They were focused on food, man, and tissue and paper towels and shit what Esau putting out there in the media. That was Jake was focused on. So, yeah, like I said, they were losing money. Yeah.
I got another from the brother GMS Gabar Dama. This Joel 12:16. It said, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his, man. You know, like you said earlier, you know, Esau in the trick bag and Jake in the trick bag, man. You know,
Yep.
and we on the outside, looking in, man. You know, in that safe place of Yahweh Shem Al Shah, we on the outside looking in. You know, we watching the deceive being deceived by the deceiver, and we watching the deceiver getting set up by the king of terrors, man. You know, so we just watching it all unfold, man. You know, and that's all we gotta do. That's why scripture say it's good that a man both wait and be patient for the salvation of the Lord, man. You know, we just wait on that salvation, man, and that standard gonna come because we're gonna be tested, but the Lord finna do good to brothers, man. You know, we're gonna go through what we gotta go through. We gotta, go through that persecution and that open shame, and whatever we gotta go through. But the Lord finna do good to brothers, man. But what he finna do to these niggas, man, it's gonna be unspeakable, man. You know, he told Jeremiah during the time of Jeremiah, he's like, look, I'm finna do something to thee. I'm finna do something to Israel. And if a man speaking, it's gonna make your ears tingle, you know? So what he finna do in this time, man? You know, when these the worst batch of niggas that ever hit the planet, man. You know?
I got a precept just to land back on you, y'all.
Okay, come. You get the last
Psalm
precept.
27:14.
You got
Wait on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, strengthen thy heart, which is thy mind. You know, he gonna strengthen our mind to deal with this, man. Cause we gonna have to have a extraordinary spirit, to deal with the things we finna see, man. And the scriptures say we gonna laugh at death and famine. So what type of spirit gonna be on brothers, man?
Woo.
You know, the Lord gonna strengthen our heart. We just gotta wait, man. You know, Jake gonna take it in their own hand. We know how this gonna end up, man. You know, Jake out of there.
I got one out.
You got it.
This second Ezra is 9 and 9. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Don't dwell in torment. You know, you got the Lord say you're gonna dwell in torments. You know, like you dwell in the house. You know, you be in the house. You know, you dwell in the area. You like yeah, I live in West Memphis for about 6 years. You know, you dwelt there. So Lord say niggas gonna dwell in torments, man. That mean torment gonna be on them every second of the day, every day, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Yep.
And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and while as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
Yep.
The same must know it after death by pain.
Mm-hmm. And that sword is being furbished, man. You know, Esau sharpening that sword, and Jake steady getting closer and closer to it, man, being real in, man. You know, so that death by pain is coming soon, man. You know,
I got some.
You got it.
I don't think I'm not sure. I forgot. This second Ezra 2:1. Thus saith the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by my servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despise my counsels.
You break it down, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna read again, this is Exodus 2:1. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh I brought these people out of bondage, and I gave them my commandments by my servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despise my counsel. And that's what Jake doing now, man, because what you see now is the prophets on the highways, byways, warning the people, man, blowing the trumpet. And they not taking heed to the trumpet, to the counsel of the Lord, man. So they despise the word, The Lord said his servants out on beat times early, rising up early in beat times, man. You got to do it.
Come. So yeah, man. These people gonna know, once, they're in a situation that they're in, that they rejected the prophets. Because all those people, that walk by, the truth is in their still country, man. And the Lord gonna extract it out when they in those situations. That's why scripture say, then they shall know that a prophet had been among them. Because the Lord gonna make them remember when they walk by the prophets, and it's gonna be like they was there, and they gonna hear the exact words, America being destroyed, you people gonna be in famine. They gonna hear about the FEMA camps, those things gonna come out of their subconscious. The Lord gonna draw it out, man. And them people, and that's gonna, and Jake gonna be hurt, man. But they just gonna have to deal in that day, And the other brother had some. I'm gonna end it with the brother Karamia. All right, this is
Revelation 3:9 say.
Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it, bro.
I was gonna say Revelation 3:9 say many shall seek death but not find it.
Yeah, and that was going World War II, but this is gonna be worse than it, This is Luke 21:36. It said, "Watch ye therefore and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man." So that's why we're constantly on our watch, man, on a daily basis, man. Because the more we see these things going down, the more obedient we should be, man. The more we see happen, the more obedient we should be, because we know, all right, faith, is within obedience, man. Faith is faith and obedience is the key to salvation, man. It's a lot, So as we see these things unfold, as we watching, we're gonna be more obedient in these times, man. Watch and pray, because we want to be found worthy to escape these things, man. We don't want to prophesy about it and be caught up in it, So this is time to be circumspect and be spiritual, man. And with that, the water to all you Akim tuning in, adding precepts to the comment board, and this is what it's about, man. Spiritual family, man. Because Lord willing, we those men, man. We finna get the earth back under your house, and that's the only thing that matters, man. Everything else, we just going through the motion, man. So with that, we're gonna give all praise unto the Lord too. Double honors to our apostles and elders, GMS, rule well, teach well, being great example to the younger brothers. Peace and blessed salutations to the hopeful elect, man. Kwam Yashala, a Bible Ball.
Kwame Yashala, Bible Ball.
Ball.